So I'm now going to teach you how to set the aircraft up to do a stable approach and talk you through the key points of landing and the points that you need to observe. So as we get closer, the runway will tend to start to rush towards us and loom in the windscreen. At that point you know that that is the correct time to flare, and it's very good from the beginning to get the student to judge that even every time you come back to land and say, right, okay, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to start to flare. I want you later to say now when you think it's correct. Alright, so we'll be doing the same even with you. Alright, so here we're going to typical PASA for approach to landing. Alright blogs, here we are on approach to land. Just aligning myself a little better on the centre line of the runway, and you can see that we're slightly high. So the correct procedure is to lower the nose a little bit to get 80 knots and reduce the manifold pressure by an inch or two. Retrim. As we are now getting a little closer, if we're clear to land, we should be configured to land. I'm going to select full flap. So full flap selected, and retrim if necessary. Now you can see that the runway perspective is now absolutely correct. You can see it confirmed by the perspective and also by the puppy lights. And we want to be in a stable approach to land, virtually no changes in power or pitch. This is called the point and power method. So pointing to the runway, we've got the power set. If we start to go a little high, we would just take an inch off. But as you can see, we're absolutely correct on glide path. Now, as I get close to the runway, it's getting bigger and bigger in the windscreen. And we're going to get to a point where it looms and rushes towards us. And that's the point which we start to flare. So we raise the nose simultaneously, smoothly closing the throttle. We're 75 knots over the threshold. I'm going to say now when I see the point that I want to flare. Now, so closing the throttle smoothly, raising nose to the midpoint, looking at the end of the runway, directional control with rudders, holding off, and the stall warning goes off momentarily before we touch down. So you can see there's very little time to show all those different points to the student. So use any opportunity you have on any particular flight that you do to actually reinforce particularly the point at which you're going to flare. There's no harm in showing him what you're going to do, and so he's already got that fixed into his head before he actually gets into the circuit work. And it involves him, and the more participation you can get from the student, the better.